Hello everyone, my name is Francesco Cipollone. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Phoenix Security. Today we want to bring you an amazing new set of features that we developed in partnership with our design partner and our enterprise client to help them understanding the blast radius and the impact on their team, on their business unit, and how widespread is one of the main challenges when we were running Phoenix Security in one of the top financial organizations was how and who owns the risk and how bad is a risk for a particular vulnerability that we just discover, and how we go about contacting the business unit owner or the application owner if we know that there is a particular critical vulnerability that he needs to address. And this is what we solved today with Phoenix Security with a new feature called blast radius analysis and business unit impact analysis that we just released today in preview for our enterprise client and will be available in early March for all the rest of the clients on the enterprise sector. I hope we're going to jump quickly on an overview and a demo to see what it looks like and how it can help you running your business and addressing vulnerability at scale. Thank you. Now, as a CISO, I always wanted to know which business unit did need more of my help and the attention of my team. And for this particular deployment, for this particular release of Phoenix and the blast radius analysis, together with the business unit impact analysis, we looked at fundamentally which vulnerability we're running, what is the aggregated risk per team, per business unit, per application owner, and so on. So then now you can assess the impact of the vulnerability for an entire business unit and understand fundamentally how much risk each business unit is carrying, together with your traditional, container vulnerability, volumetric vulnerability. But it's also useful to understand and explore both the application and where they belong and what is the aggregated risk per particular business unit or for each line of business. So you can really understand for a particular business unit what is the aggregated risk, what are the applications that they're carrying, what is the mean time to resolution, and what is the aggregated exposure that you're carrying and which application is carrying most of the risk, and deep diving in to see fundamentally what are the applications that belongs to that particular business unit. But as well, for deployed application in a particular environment, you can have a service that is deployed in a different business unit. Let's assume you have an operation team that runs a shared platform, and then you have multiple applications that runs on that shared platform. You can have scenario like this now with Phoenix, where you can have a business unit running operationally the platform where those application runs, and then you can have application running on those platforms. Now, the most important element that I wanted to get out of all of this was, if I have a particular vulnerability like Log4j in this particular case, how many vulnerabilities do I have that I knew already? What is the aggregated risk of all of these vulnerabilities? But the most important element that I wanted to understand is which are the business units affected by these particular vulnerabilities, how bad it is for each of these business units, and then which team is affected by each of these vulnerabilities, and what application in each line of business are affected, and specifically which component. And if I wanted to understand for a particular business unit, I wanted to just with one click go and address that particular blast radius analysis for that particular vulnerability. So that's what we solved right now with Phoenix and the blast radius analysis, so that if you want to look at which business unit, which application, which team has a particular vulnerability and help the particular business owner to understand the vulnerability, now you can. As well as the ability to create campaign based on this vulnerability and addressing the root cause analysis of a particular vulnerabilities with a feature that is coming as well, that is the root cause analysis of the vulnerability. Now, the other element that you might want to consider for a particular vulnerability like Log4j is looking at where that particular library is running and how much aggregated risk does that particular vulnerability carries. And we will release the blast analysis also in this particular set of screen. So I hope this will be useful for your team to understand for a particular vulnerability dangerous like Log4j, how much at risk not just the individual team and the individual vulnerability is, and all of the detail of the threat intelligence that you have, but also understanding for that particular vulnerability how much was the blast radius across my business unit, my application, and my team, and who is affected by what. This is Francesco Cipollone, CEO and co-founder of Phoenix. As always, if you want to contact us and know more about this, link in the comments, as well as hyperlink up here to get a demo and know more about this particular vulnerability. Thank you so much. Stay safe out there and understand the root cause and the blast radius analysis of your vulnerability. Goodbye.